little rusty. Let's try that again. There we go. Much better. All right. My name is Jesse, and I've been wanting to do a kind of portable power station with this two-wheeler hand truck for the longest time. About 10 years ago, probably longer, I used to be a beer delivery driver, and every driver, once you get hired, you're issued a two-wheeler hand truck. And we use this to carry 30 packs, kegs, all sorts of packaged beer. And I've had it for like, I don't know, almost 10 years. And I mean, I use it, but just random stuff here and there. I think the last time I used it, I was trying to pick up the wall mount batteries, the EG4 wall mount batteries, to mount them on the wall. But now I want to use it to build a portable power station. I've seen a bunch of people do it, and I'm going to try and put my own little spin on it with this hand truck. I ordered the 6000 XP last week. I just got a confirmation from Signature Solar that it's shipped out today, so hopefully I get it by the end of the week. If not, I'll get it next week. And then I ordered a starter rack battery from Amazon. It was an eco-worthy battery. It was like Prime Special. I got it for like 800 bucks. And the 6000 XP was like 1500 bucks. So already I'm probably in about 2300 bucks for this portable power station. I'll probably end up using the 6000 XP for something later on. Probably I'll put it in this house, and when I move to my other house, I'll take that 12,000 XP with me, and I'll leave that 6,000 here. But anyways, that's kind of my plan with this two-wheeler. Today I'm just going to try and sand this down. I'm probably going to paint it like a black satin paint, or like a black flat paint. Just rattle can it. Grind this lock off. I think I lost the key like 5 years ago. But let's get started. Right. It's hot. Locks off. I think I overestimated how easy grinding this down to bare metal was going to be, because getting in all these little crooks and crannies here, all the little corners, it's actually more difficult than I thought. But I think I'm going to stop right here. I think most of all of the little spots where they're still red, I think I'm going to be able to cover them up, so this should be good enough for now. Now I'm going to just hit it with a quick rattle can primer. Alright, just a quick coat of primer here. Looks alright from far away. Don't get too close. The gray doesn't look bad. I'm thinking black, but maybe I'll stick with this gray. Alright, everything finally has showed up. 99% of everything we need for this solar power station build that we're going to try and put together is here. The EG4 6000 XP just showed up today, fresh off the UPS truck, all the way from Texas. And then this is our eco-worthy Amazon battery, all the way from China, of course. And then our load center, I just picked that up from Lowe's. It's a little big, but but I really like this one. I might end up swapping it out for a smaller one. We'll just see how it fits on the hand truck first. And then our hand truck. I was grinding it, sanding it the other day, and finally we got a nice coat of primer on here. Eventually I'm gonna hit it with the satin black, and so it'll be black, but the kind of gray primer's growing on me. I think we're gonna go for the color scheme, the EG4 color scheme. I think it's gonna look good, black and gray on this hand truck. But the kind of purpose of this video, or this kind of series of videos, is not necessarily to show people, you know, how to make a solar power station or a portable power station. Not really to teach anybody how to make a solar power station. There's a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do that. My plan with this kind of series of videos that I'm going to try to make is just to show people that you don't need a $20,000 system to get started into solar. You can build a small kind of budget system with $3,000-$4,000, and it should be able to immediately start offsetting a lot of electricity that you're using in your house. So I'll just do a really quick price breakdown. Some of the stuff I got is used, some of the stuff I got is new, and then some stuff I just had laying around the house. So I've had this tubular hand truck for like 10 years, and I rarely ever use it, but now we're gonna put it to use. The 6000 XP or server rack battery and the load center, those are all new. And I ended up buying some 400 watt Q-cell solar panels, monofacial panels from OfferUp. I got them for 40 bucks a panel, and I got 10 of them. So right off the bat, I spent 1,500 bucks for the 6000 XP. I spent $800 for the server rack battery, and I spent 7 bucks on this load center. So just with this stuff here, I'm in about $2,400. And then I bought some solar panels, used ones. That's another 400 bucks. So I'm probably going to be all in about $3,000. But I just want to show people that what $3,000 solar system can do. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised at how much a small system can offset your electricity use. And so the kind of biggest downfall with this budget system in the beginning is you just don't have a lot of battery capacity. This is a 5 kilowatt hour battery, server rack battery, and that's where this system is just going to fall short a little bit in the beginning. Is in the evening, when it's getting close to nighttime, you're probably going to run out of battery capacity, and so you're going to have to buy electricity for the rest of the night, and until the day comes, and then solar will be able to offset the rest of it. But that's the only kind of area where this is really going to fall short in the beginning. And with another $800, you could buy 2 batteries. And if you have 2 batteries, 10 kilowatt hours of storage, for a lot of houses, that could cover you the whole night. For some houses, it's not going to be able to, but for a lot of houses, I mean, 10 kilowatt hours of battery storage, you cut it close, but it might make you all the way to the morning where you could get solar to kind of help you out again. But with another $800 or $1,600, you can get another one of these or 2 of these. With 3 batteries, you could safely power a lot of houses throughout the night. But this is a budget build. We're doing 1 battery just to see kind of the capabilities of 1 battery. But that's the whole idea of this, is to start small, scale small, and then as you make more money, add another battery. You make more money, add more solar panels. You make some more money, buy another battery. You want more output, get another 6000 XP and parallel it. Or you could sell a 6000 XP and buy a 12,000 XP. That's what I have in my system, in my house here. But that's the whole idea with starting with a small system like this, is it's scalable. And so that's the big benefit to doing a small system like this with these types of components, is you can start small and work your way up, where other power stations like the EcoFlows and the Blue Yetis and all these other kind of portable power stations, I think they're good, but they're just not as scalable as something like this is. And so the best kind of bang for your buck is doing something like this. It's going to be less expensive in the short term, and then in the long run, it's going to be way, way more cost efficient than something like an EcoFlow or Blue Yeti. And they're going to be just way more capable. These components like this are just going to give you way more performance than the kind of portable power stations. A couple other things I'll just talk about real quick is, so as I'm building this and we wire it up and hook it up, my plan is to just go around the house and just start showing people like everything that something like this can power. So this is a split phase 240 volt inverter, so I'm definitely going to hook up my pool pump to this, and my pool pump runs 12 hours a day. So that's a huge kind of energy user that we can offload, get it off the grid and start using it on solar, is the pool pump. We can do the mini splits. We can even charge a Tesla. I have a Tesla Model 3. That's the 240 volt receptacle, NEMA 1450 there. We're gonna hook it up to this solar power station and we're gonna charge with the Tesla. And just to show people that you can do a lot with a small system, and in time you can grow it to a bigger system or it can power your entire house. But this is kind of the introduction. And the other thing I'll add is, the other point I want to get across is, you don't have to be an electrician, you don't have to be a solar installer, you don't have to be any of that. If you know the basics, you know some simple terminology, some vocabulary related to electricity, solar, you can understand everything what's going on. That's the key component I'm going to try and stress is, as long as you can understand, comprehend everything related to the vocabulary and the terminology related to solar and electricity, then you'll follow along with everything I'm doing. And so I'm going to try and kind of teach that along the way to the best that I can. And the goal will hopefully be that you will be able to realize that this is not complicated at all. The manufacturers today are making this very plug and play, very simple, very easy do it yourself. The goal of this is not to be, super complicated. It's to make it as simple as possible that anybody can do it. So I think we'll wrap this up for right now. A couple other videos, hopefully we'll do some more unboxing. We'll kind of start putting it all together, start doing some wiring, but I will catch you guys on the next one.